Hey guys, what's up? My name is Happy Noob, and today I'm going to be doing a video series from Act 1 to 10, and maybe even past that, depending on how the videos do. On just how to play Path of Exile. You can be somebody who never played Path of Exile, or maybe somebody who does play, and you just kind of, you know, you just maybe think you're missing something, you know, and I'll do my best to help you out. So the way I figured I would do this series is by doing, try to put myself in the shoe of somebody who's kind of just, you know, uneducated in some way at the game. So I figured I would pick a build that I've never played, okay, and what else? And I mean that's pretty much it. So I just kind of want to go in with a build that I just don't have, something to carry me, okay. I'll also be doing hardcore, because this could also be a video for a new player who wants to get into hardcore. And I'll just throw the information out there. But if you're a softcore player, you could really just follow along with what I do, because I've done this a good amount of times, and it should just be easy enough for anybody to follow. It's a weird guide, okay? So it's mainly for new players and players who want to just give out hardcore a shot. I would say if you're into hardcore, you might, you know, want to just see how you do in softcore first and then go into hardcore. But I mean, I'll put some, tips of my own out there since there's really little information to help people out and so on. So this part of the guide will just be for somebody who's never played Path, or they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. So first off, right, let's not talk about this yet. Let's just talk about finding a build. So this is a build I thought about doing. I go on poninja.com, and on poninja.com you can pretty much find out anything that's going on with Path, really. Okay, almost anything. In this case, I went to builds, and as you can see here, it has every type of class with every type of ascendancy going on. And what I would do is, if you're in softcore, see what's going on. It looks like Trickster's getting popular. Slayer is popular. Let's see what's going on with hardcore. So it looks like Gladiator is popular. So two different, you know, flips of the coin here. And if you go down to main skills, you can see who's playing what. So me personally, I try to avoid what's being played the most for the season. Not because I'm edgy or something like that. It's mostly just because it doesn't interest me. And the items, I feel like it's usually the skill just doesn't attract me. Okay, so I usually avoid it. But this case, I played Earthshatter on softcore, and on hardcore this season, I mainly have been trying. I mainly play Sunder in the leveling process, and then when I try to transition, so far I've done. Oh man, what the fuck have I done? Okay, so I tried doing Cyclone. It went really bad, and it didn't work out. So you have to understand too, if you're a new player, that there are some builds, okay, that take some currency to get going, okay, and usually I would look for a league starter, right? So in this case, right, we have Lacerate Gladiator, and I'm gonna use Zizaran's guide because he's really like webbed in with the community, and he's got a good reputation, so I can trust this build. Um, and I've never done it before. Well, I lied. I've done it one time, but I got to level like 30, I think, because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do a cyclone, and that didn't go well. So I really don't have most of these gems here. I'm actually curious. So as you can see here, he has you know what you do from level 6 to 9, 17, Sunder, Sunder, still Sunder, Sunder. So it looks like he's leveling up with Sunder, Sunder, and then Sunder. Let's see what happens if I click next. Okay. Oh, here we go. So this is probably last right here. And this is how he has it all set up. So pretty easy to follow. Oops, where'd I go? Where is it? Yeah, pretty easy to follow. I don't know where the build went though, so I'll figure that out. Anyway, before we even log in, you are going to want to download a loot filter, which is just going to help you pick up blue items and gather currency throughout the game. I usually have it. I think I usually have it on regular, but regular and semi-strict are. I think they're kind of the same. I would just keep it semi-strict. You should be able to see like alteration orbs and all that small little things. Let's see here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I passed it. Yeah, so you should be able to see transmutation, alteration, stacked. Obviously, you want the divines. Um, but okay, what? Okay, there it is. I found it. Okay, so we'll go into leveling now, right? And really, I just want to know, like, okay, so he goes the starting gem, and then it looks like around level 12 is when you get Sunder, and then he starts, does the Ruthless, main support. I think it's usually a chance to bleed, but I think most people swap that out. And then it seems pretty standard because you can get all these gems from the shop. Okay, so I've talked enough for about 6 minutes, okay? And I told you guys what you need. You need a guide, okay? You need a filter. And last but not least, you probably want path of building, okay? If you're not familiar with this, it's just a calculator to show how much damage you're doing, and it's a great tool to just, put in like how do I put it? Just like skill points to see like, what would happen if your guy were to go, like I don't know, let's see like where's the armor node? Somewhere like great. Isn't there like an armor one somewhere? Like right here or something? Where's the armor? Oh, there it is. So like, let's say if I want to put like, this like 30 or 18 increased armor and see how that does with 12% maximum energy shield. Right here, it's 23,357, right? So I'll put it on. Let's see what happens. I have 25,000 more, like almost like 2,000, 3,000 more armor. So that's just the way to see, what's going on. But I usually like never try to strive away from this. Okay. Um, it's usually pretty accurate, okay? And you also have your ascendancies down here, okay? And that's how I usually look at what I'm leveling, and you know, pretty much about it. Usually, depending on who makes it, okay, you can go see like an early level version. So like 1 to 24, you can see levels 1 to 24. You can see, where to go. So if you're like really lost, but usually I just kind of wing it. I mean, you can't really fuck it up. Okay, one way's damage, one way's defenses. Okay, and you can kind of just judge. I usually go towards well, it depends. Okay, like if I feel like I need some more like defense, I'll go try to move towards the defense node. But if I feel like I'm lacking on damage, then there's probably a huge problem coming somewhere. Okay, so we got everything we need. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you're using this, okay, you should be okay. I don't know. I never used this website before, if I had to be honest. I think this is like the first time I'm really using it. I've sent this to a friend, but I've never actually used it. So I'm not sure what sorry, I'm sipping my coffee. I'm not entirely sure how good it's going to be, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Um, okay, so now we're going to make a character. Obviously, you have different characters in the game, right? That have their strengths and weaknesses. Like this ranger chick over here. Obviously, it's probably not going to be the best cycloner, okay, or the witch. But it's like the duelist is probably the guy you want to play. We're going to do cyclone because he has a lot of attack speed and he can do some damage. Marauder is just a tanky guy, but he could do some damage too, and so on. So I'm gonna do a duelist. And as you can see here, we're going to move that to the foot, and then this to attack, since we don't have anything yet. And then we're going to attack this guy. Okay. So before I go in, I'll just talk about my options real quick. So the item filter is on. We have leak start on. Okay. Um, what else? I just want to show you guys this gameplay. I like to show life and mana levels. Okay. In the corner here, you see mana, the number. What else? Show aura icon should be on. Show mini light bar and ally. So this would be like your friend. Okay. I like to show the light bar on the enemies, so I know, like, maybe I'm missing one. Okay, like I was hitting one, I was missing one. It's just I can just see the enemies a little bit better for myself. Show the mini light bar above you is really helpful. See, like there's nothing there. Now it is. Like now I can know if my guy's dying. And that's really about it. Okay. My game graphics. I mean, this is. I'll just go through it really quick. It's really nothing great. Okay. And right now I'm going to put, let's see what I got. I got double strike. Okay. Pretty sure it's like standard to get double strike, but I could be wrong there. I don't know. And I'll speed through some of the clips, because I'm not that evil. Okay, but you always want to hit that chest there. Okay, because you get your support gem. And in all, the easiest way I could put it, your support gem is just there to support your main attack gem. Okay, just to make it stronger. That's it. Okay, like that's like, dude, don't overcomplicate it. It's literally like that. There's no other like explanation. Okay, you got support gems. You got your main skill gem. Um, and that's just keep it simple, right? And this is Hillcock. He's the first boss of the game, and as somebody who's just starting, right, I want to pick up everything I can, and then we're gonna go through Act 1. And if you're a new player and it's a league start, okay, and you don't know this, um, you want to abuse the fact that this guy Tarkley or any guy in any act has items you can buy. Which one do I want? I want Splitting Steel. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna sell. Oh, sorry. I want to purchase items. So as you can see here, he has a stone axe. I can buy driftwood maul and so on and so forth. Okay. Also has a bow. He has a body armor and everything. So in like most games you probably played, right? If you never played an action RPG before, in this game, okay, these vendors are pretty overpowered, and you want to abuse them. Okay, so for example, whenever I'm leveling, I like to make sure the axe with the most physical damage, okay, it's just gonna be my weapon. Okay, and I can check it by just seeing the DPS. Right, you see Splitting Steel, and then it says DPS 12.1. Okay, so in this case, this stone axe obviously is doing more than my rusted sword. And if I also read here, requires a sword or axe, this is a axe, so this should be good. If not, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. Okay, we are good. And now I do 25.2 damage, DPS. Okay, pretty nice. Okay, very nice. So now, should be good.
Welcome.
Now, also, I want to make sure I have a helmet, if I can get one. This one has evasion, okay, which is not going to be super helpful. Let's see here. This one has some armor, but I don't need that because I have energy shield, which is kind of... This is a 3-linked, or it's 3-linked here, so that's pretty nice. And I got another 3-linked. I didn't even notice that. It's pretty nice too. Let's see if I can find some boots. Okay, I did. Can I get a helmet? Can I get a helmet? No. I mean, this is... Oh, crap. All right, whatever, dude. We're in it. All right. So if you don't actually have to talk to these guys, okay? But we're not doing a speed run, okay? We're not doing anything fancy. We're just going through the game, okay? So for me, leveling hardcore, I like to just kill everything, okay? Not everything, but when I'm moving, I wanna I just want to make sure like I'm not gonna be like a level behind, especially on a build that's I'm not familiar with. But if you're softcore, I mean, you could just stay in level with everything, and you should be fine. So for now, I'm gonna skip ahead on some of the video, and if I have anything else to say, but yeah, I mean, we're just gonna move to the next section. And by the way, if you're leveling with me, right, this is pretty accurate. I usually don't miss most of the skill books. Okay, um, but yeah, I mean, if you do miss any skill books, right, you can always type in slash passives. I know this is a lot of information, but you can see we haven't gotten any yet. So it's probably better at the end of Act 10 to use that little search function. So, I mean, that's just a grain of salt right there. Just kind of like, take that information and just crap it out. Um, so that's nothing, right?
My spirit is spent.
Okay, so we're finishing up this area zone here for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through here, gonna find the waypoint, and then we're just gonna go back to the coast, and we're gonna do the other section. Okay, so I'm gonna use the exit to character selection. This is a way to just save yourself a teleport scroll and get back to the town as fast as possible. Instead of having to go back to a waypoint, we're just gonna go, back to town, and here we are. Pretty easy. Always get the quicksilver. Oops. Let's see here. I get ruthless, mirage. I think I will take that.
While we live.
So,
I need that. I
Got a
will
job
take
for you,
that too.
if you're willing.
Um, so real quick, let's just talk about vendor recipes. There's a bunch of them in the game. Okay, so for example, if you have an item with red, blue, green, okay, you'll get a chromatic orb, for example. Or if you like sell your teleport scrolls, you can get scrolls of wisdom. Um, there's just so many vendor recipes. You could actually just look them up. Okay, um, and they're very helpful. Okay, for leveling. So I'll try to pinpoint them out. I just don't want to get too confusing, okay? And you know,
Yes?
just throw somebody off. So in this case here, let's see. Did I miss anything? Ground slam. I think everything's here. The more you do within the like the quest line, the more you can unlock here. I'm just trying to think like, would ground slam be better or splitting steel? I've actually never done like a ground slam thing. I mean, I could try it. Where's ground slam?
Be
Okay.
well.
Now we're just gonna go to the next quest area, and I'll skip forward here, but we're just moving towards. I think it's called the ledge. Almost forgot to put my armor on, but I'll skip through most of the video here.
Couldn't ask for a better training ground than Rake last.
Do you want to come up? So there's a few things I just want to mention. Um, Usually when you level up a gem in this game, it's gonna increase the mana cost, right? So if you level up like, Blood and Sand or Ground Slam, then obviously, the mana cost, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be more money, right? In a sense, right? Or more mana. Okay. I have my cat coming to me now. Um, what else? I also try to avoid any league mechanics, like any league, like new league mechanics, because it can possibly kill me pretty easily. Especially like I'm playing hardcore and it wastes time. Like I usually try to get past the acts as fast as possible, so I can get to the main game. But it's totally up to you how you want to play the game. It's not really a big deal. Some people want to get to the end game faster so they can do the league, the new league mechanics. But in my case, it's I rather just wait till I get to the mapping, um, and so on. But if you're playing hardcore, I personally recommend just avoiding it because it can get kind of rippy, and you don't want to die. You really don't want to die. So now I have a handicap. I have my cat on my hand, and this could be bad considering he doesn't like to move. So if you see my guy do any weird movements, you know why. Okay, so I'm about a level ahead of the monsters, which is okay, you know. A lot of people don't like to just hit the gray mobs and just hit blue mobs because blue mobs obviously give you way more experience. If you can see here, if I can kill him, it's a good amount of experience there. Gotta get that.
I can't do this just yet. It's to be a cage fight then. I can live with that.
Oh fuck! What?
Greetings.
The tail. Take care.
I forgot to mention, if you haven't done the league yet, obviously you want to do those ascendancy trials. If you've done it for the league, though, you obviously don't have to do it again. I just thought I'd mention that.
Practice makes perfect.
You're just a little baby. Okay, my cat has finally got off my hand.
I can't do this just yet.
I'm in a big problem here. Uh-oh.
Ha! My fans in Oriath will barely recognize me.
Guy said evasive and he's just evading all my fucking attacks, so... Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of fucking lost. I don't know where the fuck I am right now. Okay, I found it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make this this alchemy useful here, and see if I can get lucky.
Welcome.
That's level 13, 19 to 39. Kind of want to just get that one level because I'm kind of struggling here. If you haven't noticed. So I think, what am I? Oh my god, I'm not even close to level
Welcome.
that. Fuck. 10 to 16. I guess we'll just have to try our best here.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
Hope I don't die.
I recognize that pretty face. Grand Arena, Theopolis. I've a future in mind.
So this is the first fight, and if you're using melee, bleed is really helpful against this guy, I find. I don't think I would use ground slam against him if I had to choose. Splitting steel as a duelist seems a lot better. But we'll see. It's taking a minute to die though. I'm just doing circles around him, as you can see. Just doing my best. Oh, shit. Trying to kill him. Wish I had a three link there. Something. Let's see. Let's see what do I get. Not bad drops. Not bad drops. Large mana flask. Fuck yeah, dude. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right. This. Fuck yeah, dude. That's pretty cock. All right. Well, we even forgot about the gloves. Let's see here. Blood and sand can go that way. Dash can go there. And just like that, we are
Can't do this just yet.
getting through the game.
You're a fine blade in need of forging, duelist.
Actually, I thought that was better. Oh wait, I'm getting lost again.
I almost feel sorry for these doomed sea dogs.
Also, something I like to keep in mind is if it takes too long to kill, try to move on. Okay. But that guy's being a dick. And, he won't leave me alone. Almost got him. Fuck that guy.
I can't do this just yet.
Okay, I'm a bit lost again. I'm trying to find a tunnel in the ground. And I don't know if that was it over there, but it could be. Just it just didn't look familiar. I got really lucky one time where it was directly right in front of the entrance, but I can never find this tunnel in the ground. And this fucking bird. Is it because I didn't think that was it. Alright, yeah, fuck off, dude. Alright, we got a wood splitter here. Let's see. Is that any good? I need level 13. I think on all these wood splitter acts you need to be level 13, and I was right. I was originally right in my head. I just didn't think this was it. So what I'm gonna do is once I do this here, I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna log out, go buy that other wood splitter alchemy orbit, And that's the big play. And that web split's gonna really help us out a lot. Oh yeah, dude. It paid off. Let's see what I get. Okay. Oh no, dude. I'm running out of wisdoms.
I can't do this just yet.
So since we're low on wisdoms, right, we would pick up portal scrolls and sell those, right? Because it's just one of the great things about this game. So many different things you can do to get back in the game. And there's also so many things in the game to take you out of the game and just make you think a little bit harder. And I think that's why people don't mainly get stuck down a path of exiles, because it gets complicated to a point where you really have to think on what you have to do. And even in this guide, we haven't even talked about, attributes yet, or, resistances and, armor. Because all that really plays a big part, in just getting, especially if you're playing hardcore, it's a big part into finishing the game. So like I said, now that I got that all flame, right? And by the way, I kind of know what I'm doing, because I've done this a few times, right? So I know where to go in most of the time. I think I'm gonna do Enduring Cry here. And I put my Enduring Cry usually there, and then that there.
Welcome.
Gonna buy that Wood Splitter Axe. And I think I just want to buy the base one. What's this one? 20. Okay, this one is actually better. I think. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want to waste my entire alchemy orb on that yet. I think this should. I think that should be fine. We're still running into an issue though, cause oh no, we're not. We're good. No issue. I lied. So 124 DPS now to 83. Pretty big upgrade. I'm pretty sure if we put that alchemy orb on, it would be even bigger. But I'm not going to do it in this case. We're going to need that. So, whoops. So that. I'm actually trying to get rid of this ring. And I want to worry about my resistances. Honestly, if I was going against, I think her name's like Melville or something. I fucking don't know. I don't even know my neighbors' names.
Still
But
alive,
the active N1
The sun
definitely
rises.
wants some cold resistance. If not, it's fine. I could cheat here a little
Take care.
and just clarify, like, I do have items. Just don't want to use them unless like I totally have to. I'm trying to make this guide as if I were in your shoes.
Hello.
But it is election season now in America, so if I want to do anything sly or lie, I have every right to get away with it right now. I'm just messing around. Or am I? Let's see here. Cannot evade, cannot be stunned. So these I just call them just like, you know, like a, I don't even know what the term is. Um, but you'll see some like nodes that are that have very specific uses to them, right? I mean, they all do in some way or another, right? But like this one, a wavering stance means like I cannot be stunned, okay? Um, so in this case, like if you ever see your guy kind of like flinch back, if you go into unwavering stance, um, you I mean obviously, right, like you're not gonna get stunned. This one's blood magic, right? So this one will take away all your mana, you get more life, and then all your skills are just gonna cost life. So your earth slant or your earth shatter is gonna cost life instead of mana, and your auras that you put on are gonna, you know, cost life instead of mana. So everything's just gonna go into your life pool instead of your mana pool. um what else? I guess wait, what did I do? Oh shit. Anyway, let's just like have a brief like course here. Like, you know, I find depending on what class you're building, right? Um, you want to keep in mind. I'm trying to think about how to put this. So everything in this game, in order to use it, you most likely need a few things. You need a level, right? You need to be at a certain level, and you need to have certain attribute requirements. Um, I mean that's really about it. Like there's really no bigger gatekeeping. It's not like you have to do a quest or kill a boss to get something, or I'm sorry, to not to get something, to use it. Okay, so like let's say like the Watcher's Eye Jewel. Okay, I think if I'm right that the Uber boss drops a 3. It's like what is it, like a 3 prefix or something, and like just like the normal one drops like a 2 prefix. I'm retarded right now. I can't think. But like there's just certain things in this game, right? Here, let me back up. Okay, so like I said, right? If you want to use certain items in this game, okay, you need the item. I mean, I'm sorry, you need the level, and then you need the attributes. Okay, and then the same concept is gonna go for your let's just say your attack gem. Okay, we'll call it that. All right, your attack gem. So in this case, right, it's level 5. Okay, and it says requires level 11, 31 strength. Okay, so I need to be level 11. I need to have 31 strength. But if I wanted a level 20 ground slam, okay, at level 13, I'm not going to use it because I'm not going to have the attributes to have it, and I'm obviously not going to have the level. Um, Same thing goes for a chest piece, a chest plate, right? If you can look here, okay, it says item level 11, okay? Pretty low item level. High item level would be 86, okay? Which is, I think, is the highest it can go. I don't know if it goes to 87. Um, but I know for a fact that 86 is really good. Some people don't want a level 86, and I don't want to get into this because there's certain mods that won't be crafted on it, but that's a whole different thing. Um, but let's just say, right, just to make this as simple as possible, okay, is that if you found a chess piece, right, on the market, and it was like, you know, I don't know, 100 maximum life, you know, had all these cool mods and stuff, and you're like, man, I want to buy it, you know, just make sure you have the level and the attributes to buy it. Because some of them aren't always just going to be strength. Some of
Still
them
alive, are we?
might require you to have, you know, strength and intelligence or something. Like this one, you need 17 dex and 17 int to buy this, okay? That's what it requires. And I feel like a lot of people miss that.
Stay sharp out there.
And another thing too is that your item, right? Like your amulet be might have a lot of attributes on it, okay? Which will be like plus 20 to all attributes or something, or plus 20 to, you know, dex or intelligence. And if you take that off, then you might not be able to use some armor pieces, okay? I know that was a lot to take in, and I kind of just want to establish that for now, so when you can think about it, is that, you know, this game makes you think, and I was just thinking now, and now I have to take a shit. Um, but I hope that makes sense to the extent of what I'm trying to make the point is that, you know, whatever you do in this game, there's always, you just need to be careful, okay? So now I think I go to the ship graveyard. I think I did everything. I mean, this should be enough damage. I really want to save that alchemy orb if I need it for later. And that just comes with experience, right?
I can't do this just yet.
Like, some people might just use the alchemy orb or just hold on to it. But really, it's like, you have to understand, like, you want your character to be as strong as it can right now, not later. Because, I mean, if you're playing softcore, it might not matter, right? And what I say by might not matter, I'm not trying to be a dick because we're playing softcore or anything. I'm saying it like, because if you're not strong enough to do the content in hardcore, you're obviously gonna die, and you don't want to die. And that's what I mean by that. Can I do this? Yeah. My guy is pretty strong. I would say we should have no problems for the Act 1 boss. I'm actually gonna skip ahead, I think. Ugh. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Hold on, can I actually make a point here? Okay. So, here's a great helmet, right? Usually these intelligence helmets, they cost a lot of intelligence, especially since I'm playing mostly a dexterity class where I'm putting my points into dexterity and everything. But in this case, I need a helmet really bad. And I'm going to move dash to this one, and I'm going to put the helmet there. And now I get a new helmet upgrade. Pretty nice, okay? Also, I should probably clarify too. If we're starting in the league, I really try to. We got pretty lucky with the sockets here, in my opinion. I usually don't get that lucky, so I try to prioritize. Okay, what is best for you? Like in this case, like I have Grand Slam a chance to bleed, but I'm not sweating it. Okay, like this is fine for now. I don't think. Oh wait, actually, what I could do is this. Okay, and I just noticed this. So I'm gonna take Ground Slam out and Chance to Bleed, and I'm gonna put just like that. I'm gonna move Dash over here, Steel Skin here, and War Banner here, and now I have my Ground Slam linked to faster attacks and Chance to Bleed. So it'll be a little bit stronger for me. It doesn't matter where your Ground Slam is, by the way. Okay? Does not matter at all. It could be in your gloves, it could be in your helmet, okay? Preferably you want it to wear in later in the game where it's attached to like a 5 linked or a 6 linked, you know, chest piece or axe.
I can't do this just yet.
Holy fuck, that was close. So, my biggest weakness in this game is shit that explodes on me. I know I should just, like, pace away from it, but, like, I don't know. Things that explode in this game seem to kill me or DCing. Xfinity Internet doesn't do so well with me. I think, like, a few
I'm
things...
starting to think there's more
I
to
actually,
than
like,
try to perish.
don't really remember, you know, leveling and having, at this part of the act, and having things explode on me. So that was kind of a shocker. But they're exploding. They are exploding on me. Okay.
This is love's true face!
I just remembered I should have got Sunder. Ow. Just hurting.
I can't do this just yet.
It's actually the roughest merveil I've ever had. I don't know why. I think it's not going into Sunder. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh shit. That was rough. That was rougher than I'm used to.
Stand at death's door. Ladies first.
My eye is twitching a little bit, but it's fine.
Love hunting. The first ones look upon this capture with pride, exile. You hunt well. Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now. Oh, that was a juicy one, exile.
One last thing before we end this guide. Always attack without moving is a pretty substantial increase in gameplay. So when I turn that on, I will be, now I'm always going to attack without moving. So like this, if I turn it off, it just makes it easier to attack while moving. That's the best way I could put it.
Up you go, little beast. Away!
Always attack without moving, yeah.
I can't do this just yet.
So now I'm double thinking about what I said. And turning this on will definitely make attacking while moving. Should make it a lot smoother with that than having it off. So if I'm incorrect, let me know in the comments. But I think that's right. I think that's right.
There are no more worthy.
Okay, guys, so we are at Act 2 now. So I'll try to recap on everything real quick. Okay, so where to start? Let's go back to Act 1. Um, just make sure we hand it in everything, we get our rewards. But I think the first thing I want to make sure is to say is, always use the shop to make sure you can get the best items available, and that, there are items that, you could put that have sockets available too. In this case, we got pretty lucky with drops, and I would say that's good. What else? Vendor recipes are also important to know, even the basic ones. Another thing too is just finding the build you want to do and then sticking with it. Transitioning a build midway through a campaign can be a little hard sometimes, so just watch out for that. It's completely up to you. I would also recommend just following a guide for the campaign leveling if you're not sure about it. In this case, we missed one. We missed the Dweller of the Deep here for Act 1, but I usually find her a little rippy. So you can always go back and do them later. Like I said, I like to just get through the campaign as quick as I can, whether I'm playing softcore or hardcore. And then if I need to, I can just go back. It's not that big of a deal. Another thing too is just to watch out, and this is something later on in the guide, is the attribute requirements and just the level of items. A lot of people seem to not look at them, um, but just take a look at the items, just read them, and you'll get used to it. Uh, Another thing too is in this case this is a hardcore softcore guide-ish. If you're softcore, you can follow along with us. If you're hardcore, this should be definitely manageable if you're a newbie trying to get into it. So with that being said, killing mobs, I'm trying to just stay ahead of the levels. Okay, trying to stay like 3 levels ahead, especially since I never played this class and I'm not really too sure what's going to go on with last rate. Could be could go downhill. Never know, especially with me. What else? So yeah, I mean, back to it, like killing just blue mods and everything. I'm not speed running, right? I'm just trying to survive and get through the acts, and that's really my goal here. Uh, those people who are doing like getting a 4 hour, 5 hour, all the acts done. Those guys are really good, and they know what they're doing better than me. Another thing too, I guess I'll mention is, just make sure you have your loot filter. Makes everything a lot easier. If you see a blue item on the ground, pick it up. Sell that for transmutation shards or alteration shards. Um, you know, it's very helpful. I guess another thing too is just keep playing the game. If you fail the first run for Act 1 hardcore, just try it again, or just try on softcore and get used to it. But other than that, that's pretty much about it. If I missed anything, let me know. But this is Act 1. I'm going to be making Act 2 guide soon. So good luck, everybody, and stay safe.